Hi, everybody. It's good to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while. And so, a couple things. Tomorrow, you are going to be doing a Google Meet with me on Wednesday. So, I will put a link on for you to go in. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you need to go in and join. Go to the Google Meet, click the link, join now, and then make sure you turn your microphone on and camera if you want it on so that we can see you. And we'll just talk a little bit about things and how things have been going. I will have office hours for you guys every Wednesday at 10 o'clock, but tomorrow I want you all to be there and to try it and to go in anyway. So, I'm going to give you extra credit points for doing that tomorrow. Well, not extra credit, but points. It'll just be a 5-point thing, but it'll be participation. So we'll learn how to do that, and it'll be nice to see everybody again. I miss you so much. So I wanted to talk about your next assignment, and I will post this assignment on Google Classroom, but I thought that you needed some instruction to understand it for sure. I hope you liked the movie, the play. I think everybody I've ever talked to has enjoyed the play, and I hope you did too. I hope you, for sure, definitely looked up that 3-minute clip of Helen Keller learning to speak by holding on to, feeling the vibrations in Annie Sullivan's neck and learning how to actually speak. She was quite something. She went on to college, and I think she even got a master's degree. Helen Keller did with Annie's help, and but she really excelled at everything she tried, and it was all due to Annie. And so Annie stayed with her whole entire life. She went to college with her, and she helped her to learn, and language certainly was the key that opened everything up for her. And I just thought it was fascinating to get to see the actual pictures of these two people, because all I've ever seen before was just movie characters, but that's exactly what they looked like and as they were older. So I thought that was really cool that we could watch that. So if you haven't watched that YouTube clip yet, do it because it's awesome. And I also hope that you watch the movie. The That's the movie I have at school that I would have showed you, but the movie is so good. And I don't know about you, but at the end when she figures it out, I just cry. I cry every time, I think, when I watch it. So yeah, it's really cool to see that play in front of you, to see it acted out and done in a movie. And so hopefully you find time to do that if you have not done it. There's no way I'm gonna grade you on it or anything like that, but boy, it will really be beneficial to you to see how how it plays out. And tomorrow we'll talk about that on the Google Meet. See how many of you have done that, and talk about the movie and the other YouTube clips. So I'm going to give you an assignment to kind of tie up the whole play before we go on to something else in the book. So if you would grab your book and open it up to page 283. 283 is the last assignment. You did some questions on the play, and there's another assignment on there at the very bottom. It's under thinking and writing on page 283, and it says to write a review of a play. So I'm going to let you know what you need to do to write a review. I would suggest that you go online and see somebody writing a review of a movie. If you've ever read movie reviews before, you have an idea what they're like, but this will help give you an idea of what it's supposed to be. I think his name is Roger Ebert, that is the most famous play critic and movie critic, and he writes reviews all the time. But you can find, you've probably looked up a review on a movie before you've decided to go see it before. So actually, it's a good thing to do, to just see different ones do it different ways. But I'm going to give you some ways that you need to do your review. So on page 283, it says, thinking and writing a review of a play. A review of a play gives the reader a clear idea of what the play is about. It also tells why the reviewer did or did not like it. Ultimately, a review should help the reader answer the question, should I go see the play? And so basically that's what you're going to do, is write a review of The Miracle Worker, the play that we read in the book. You're going to write a review of it, and basically you're going to be telling other people, should I read this? Is this worth reading? Is this a good play to read? And so you're going to write a review of the play that you just read. And so we're going to pretend like it says in here, write a review of The Miracle Worker as if it were going to appear in your school newspaper. So we're going to pretend like you're the movie critic and you're writing for the school newspaper. So the first thing you want to do, and you should read all of these instructions, the first thing you want to do is to write a summary of the play. Now, when we write a summary, we give basically all the details. We don't leave a lot of, we mention most everything important that happens in the play. However, we condense it down. So it's maybe a good sized paragraph or something. So you're just going to basically tell the plot line of the story. But you want to be really careful that you don't give too much away, because you don't want to give spoilers. Let them find out what happens in the end. And but you're going to summarize the basic idea of what happens in the play. So that's the first thing you need to do, and you should do that maybe like on scrap paper or something, is to write a summary of the play without giving away the ending, without giving away too much. The second thing you need to do is think about your introduction. On a review, when you introduce it, and you will start out by saying, the play, The Miracle Worker, by whoever it's by, James Gibson or William Gibson. I can't remember who the author is. William Gibson. I thought it was one of the two. The play, The Miracle Worker by William Gibson is you might want to use a little bit of a pun here. Maybe you might say it's an eye-opening play. And that would be a nice, I guess, pun on the fact that she's blind. So you want to find an intriguing way to start the play. It's an eye-opening play about a blind woman, maybe, would be a good way to do it. But you can think of your own opening for it. You also need to... oh, no, you can't do that. Never mind. When you're writing a review of an actual movie, you're going to mention the actors' names. But in this one, of course, you didn't have to watch the play. So what you need to do in your introduction is say, the people involved in the play, this is a true story, and the people involved in the play are... and maybe list the captain and Kate, and then Helen, who was born normal, and, you know, just at least introduce the characters. And then you can go on and do your summary. So, introduction with kind of a catching opening to it, and tell the main characters. Then start a new paragraph, write your summary of the play. The third paragraph, you're going to tell whether you liked the play or did not like it. And you're going to give specific examples. One example you might say is, the play was written from the perspective of Annie Sullivan, the teacher, and I liked it because it really told how she in her mind, she was so emotionally involved, wanting Helen to understand. Maybe that was something you really liked about the play. Maybe you want to say that it seemed so true to life that it showed a little girl who couldn't see or hear, and the things she might have done. And so maybe part of that is, you know, giving specific reasons why you liked it or why you did not like it. And then you should, once you've written it, so you should end up with, don't waste your time reading this play, or be sure you read this play and then go see a film of it, because it's excellent. You know, whatever you think at the end, after you've given your opinion and a couple reasons, then reiterate. So be sure that you read The Miracle Worker. You won't want to miss it. Something like that. So the directions on page 283 under Thinking and Writing tell you how to do it. And so you can refer to those. But I just wanted to try to clarify it a little bit for you so that you understood what you were doing. A review of a play is usually, years. Since it's a reading. If it was a movie, it would be a little bit longer. But since it's a reading, I'm going to say 1 page, maybe 1.5, would probably be about the length that it will end up being. So you've got your 3 paragraphs basically, and about a page or so, a little over. So hopefully that will help you look at this before tomorrow. And if you have any questions about what I've said and how to do the review, tomorrow will be a great time. We can talk face to face and you can ask me then. So this won't be due until Friday. I'm going to give you plenty of time to write it. And but look it over today. You can ask questions tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to talking with you tomorrow on Google Meet. Bye.